as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Across midfield. Down to the 10. All the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Lux with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. They run with the 2nd-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And now look at this. Big gain, the fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
This pass complete to Melton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. Here's Pacheco on the read option. Breaks through the contact. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught at the 20. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 54 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 2.
Chiefs 9, Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 16, Broncos 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 23, Broncos 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Stidham. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stidham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down and 3. They go play action now. Stidham. It's complete to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Keep it moving. Get that first down, fellas.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Stidham. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Stidham off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. A very solid gain of 27. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted inside the 20. Trent McDuffie with a pick. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Michael Walker there to bring him down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
This is fielded at the 7. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 64 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But it's going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the load one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st down, Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Set to kick off.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one too low. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's returnable now for Smith. Shedding the tackle. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
32-yard line.
You know what it is. Take it to the house. Follow your man.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mims in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Pacheco.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
How does this even happen?
Are you kidding me? That was awful. Come on. You guys can do better than that.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Wilson. That is caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
What a waste of time.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. The return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
14. Hey, 0.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
All right, offense. Keep pushing the ball down the field. Now.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to take another shot here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.